Welcome into Gainesville, the first stop of our SEC Network triple header. You'll see 2 of the top 5 scorers in all of the Southeastern Conference. It's the final home game of the regular season for the Florida Gators as they play host to number 19, Ole Miss.
Mismatch inside.
Instead, sizing things up was Liv McGill. She took a wallet to the hoop and finished.
I talked about Liv McGill and that left hand.
Rebounded by Liv McGill. Up ahead, Laila Reynolds running the floor, and the finish, the reverse, and a nice one for Laila Reynolds. Boy, there is a special connection. Bounce back from a loss here Sunday against Alabama. The bounce pass inside to Dizeko, the hoop and horn. Liv McGill just as pumped up as Dizeko on to make a chance to tie it up on the floor for the Rebels. Guarding Liv McGill with 7 to go on the shot clock. Over to Jade Weathersby with the big steps in the lane and the finish. Well, Jade Weathersby, you think back to last game, third of the season for Ole Miss.
I think you've got to, when you're playing these two teams, look, if you can protect the paint, then it's a matter of who can make free throws and make any perimeter shots.
But this is a good sign of making a lot of shots in and around the
paint. They are 6 of 9.
Nitty Yitch saying, okay, but I'm going to let you know that we can pull it out too, knocking down the first three-pointer of the game for the Gators. And we're all tied at 19.
Talking about Yitch hitting the 3. These fans have got to get used to taller players making threes, because when she went into her shot, we heard her fan behind me go, uh-oh.
And when you see Miara O'Neal get that front.
Yeah, she's been a little off in Ole Miss with her 3, but definitely capable.
And right now, both teams for Tiana Thompson.
This is a player that wasn't getting a lot of minutes early in the season. We had the Notre Dame early on. I don't even think she got in the game.
Just the parts and pieces to this Ole Miss team. She averages in double-digit scoring, an important rebounder as well for this Rebel crew. And stepping over the defender is Liv McGill, a little stop and go, and oh yeah, the flashiness of Liv McGill, I love it from that. Taken away by Kanisha Godfrey. Godfrey up ahead to Laila Reynolds. Reynolds gets it in. The Gators draw within 2. Apologize for any technical difficulties back here with you. Carolyn Peck, Tiffany Green, Exact Tech Arena, 36-34 ball game. Even all at 36. Would that make from Liv McGill a 17 on the road in Athens Sunday to close out the regular season? Ole Miss, they'll go home to Texas A&M inside to Laila Reynolds, stretching out. That's Florida's largest lead as they get a little cushion back the other way as Cody McMahon watch. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds sizing up McMahon and gets around. Tough no. Miara O'Neal is there. Yes. Knew a thing or two about offense when he was the head football coach here for the Florida Gators. The old ball coach getting the front row seat, baseline underneath the Gators basket, and that right there sets Liv McGill in her own company. New school record for points in a season, single season record for the sophomore.
But the offensive execution and the patience, and you see Liv McGill finds the opening on that Q cut from the far wing to the middle, the patience on the inbound to get her the basketball.
Well, breaking a record that stood for 25 seasons, and now Liv McGill is at the top of the list with the Florida school record for single season in points. Made field goal of this quarter.
Look, it's takeover time for Cody McMahon.
We know just how dangerous of a scorer she is. Weathersby looking for a shot in the hoop and horn. Jade Weathersby. What's up? Bounce pass to Dizeko and rewarding her on the offensive end after a nice play. Excuse me. I need to do my math. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get in trouble.
That's my Vanderbilt education.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My goodness. You love that and just the extension that she got around, but they were tried and true. And this is another moment that's going to test this Ole Miss team. Count it! Nitty inch. The old school three-point play opportunity coming up.
Look, that's a freshman. For you folks at home watching the Florida Gators, that's the youth stepping up big in a big-time ball game against a ranked opponent.
Again, you talked about Thompson going in the midst of a lot of bodies. Liv McGill out on the break. The alley-oop in! Oh, the finish! And what a connection Liv McGill and Laila Reynolds have. Mid-air, back to Dizeko. What a zip-in to Miara O'Neal.
Try to force that turnover.
Again, taking time off the clock, the drive to the hoop, and that's the bucket for Liv McGill. And Ole Miss electing not to foul and instead concede as Florida, who led by as many as 14 tonight. And off the back and strength of Liv McGill with 28 points, 14 from Laila Reynolds, and picking up their first ranked win of the season. And you got to go back to March of 2025 in the SEC tournament, the last time the Florida Gators picked up a ranked win, and a huge one for Kelly Rae Finley in their final home game of the season.
Yeah, they've come so close against ranked opponents to be able to hold it off at home on the back of Liv McGill, Laila Reynolds. Big-time game, big-time win for the Gators.
For our great crew, Carolyn Peck, Tiffany Green, we out as we send it to South Kakalaki.
Yeah.
Florida Gators with their first ranked win of the season. Liv McGill very important in the win, 28 points. And after the game, you got a hug, you got some love. What did your head coach, Kelly Rae Finley, say to you?
It was just way to push through. I was in some pain at the end there, but just way to push through. That's what she told me. So, yeah.
Well, how good a feeling is it? You all have been so close against other ranked teams to be able to hold on to win this one.
It feels great. You know, our work is paying off. Like you said today in shoot-around, like our record does not reflect who we are. So we're getting better each and every day, each and every game. So today it resulted in a breakthrough win.
Everybody thinks, Liv, that you go left. But you demonstrated today it didn't matter, left or right. I mean, check out some of your highlights we got here.
All right, there it is. All right, so break us down. What were you seeing? What was going well for you?
Yeah, my posts were screening their guards very well. So from there, I just had to attack the drop coverage, pocket pass, whether it's that's left or right hand layup. I was just trying to get to the rim and attack the drop.
All right. Now, the other thing that you all did, when I look at points in the paint, you outscore Ole Miss 46-20. What was the key to that defense?
That's just team defense. Alexia Dizeko did a great job. Anybody that guarded number 32 just did a great job. We played team defense, though, and we were very locked in. And shout out to our bench, shout out to our coaching staff for helping us talk through the actions as well.
All right, congratulations on the win, and take that momentum into Athens Sunday against Georgia.
Thank you, guys. Go Gators.